Welcome back to Far East of Eden Zero, and yeah, on the last video we had a lot of fun with with the game and the general. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Anyway, Higuma, the fire bear is sealed there. Okay, so that is the. Hold on, let me get the name here. Let's see. Oh, Matsuri, which is like a festival area. And it's empty. And yeah, I guess. Whenever. I guess you have to play this game on a year. All year. Because you're not gonna get these festivals unless you plug the game in, unless you cheat the calendar system. I mean, the physical card itself. I'm sure you could. I don't even know if the time system really works in emulators, but I don't know. I don't think it's that important, so whatever. Yeah, I mean, last couple of videos I was kind of getting a little bit discouraged because the game was getting a little dragged on, but after the general nonsense that was happening in that city, I rekindled my interest. So yeah, there's my buddy, 74 hit points, 51 skill points, level 10. Yeah, and we're heading out to Inochi Forest, which I think it was 2 videos ago. One of the townspeople mentioned that there's a person there, an important person there, and the game doesn't really guide you there that well. Anyway, northeast is the Ice Mountain, east is Inochi Forest, and southeast is Misaki no. I didn't really get that. Misaki no. It's like a hermit area. Misaki, yeah, hermit. So we're heading to Inochi Forest. Yeah, the game's not too clear on where to go, but I am following a fact. I've never played this game before, but I am still following a fact because, you know, this is a Japanese game. It's not something that's extremely easy, even for me to play, because I mean, I can read and everything, but not extremely well, and I do have to sort of slow down, and I mean, I can get through a standard JRPG, I can probably go through fine, but I don't understand completely everything, and for the purpose of this playthrough, I felt it would be great to be as complete as possible, right? So I am doing the translation after the gameplay and trying to understand pretty much everything that they're saying instead of just kind of getting the gist of the story, which is what I usually do. And yeah, the first JRPG that I actually played, I have not finished it, but I played it, well, that wasn't really blind though. I played it and I got to maybe about 80% of it was Final Fantasy V, which is awesome. I played that game I played it in a really broken English translation, where when at a time in, I don't know, when was that? I don't know, over 10 years ago, when translations were at their infancy, there wasn't like a translation community the way it is now. It says, this is Inochi Forest, there's danger there. It's that kind of warning, do not enter type of thing. Inochi no Mori. Shoot, my spear is rusted out, but it's glittering for some reason. Okay. Okay, so this place is a little bit of a maze, and it looks like there's a chest there. Yeah, so I played Final Fantasy V, and that is probably one of the... Ooh, what's over there? Anyway, it's probably one of the easier JRPGs to actually play because I gotta tell you, the story, I mean the Japanese version of the story of Final Fantasy V, I guess it was written for children because the dialogue is fairly simplistic. It's like, you must protect the princess, there's a meteor coming, and I had very little difficulty following what was being said, which was pretty surprising. And then I popped in a couple other RPGs and I was like, what? So anyway, we got Dokukeshi there, and I didn't really get what he said. Let's keep going. Another chest over there. And yeah, so I've not really played too many JRPGs in their original source language. I have played, let's see, I got through maybe half of Final Fantasy VI, which I played to death as a kid in English, so I don't know if that really counts. Yeah, not too many, which really is too bad because there's just so many, right? So many great games. One that strikes my fancy on the PlayStation 2 is Namco x Capcom, which is a company crossover game with Capcom and Namco characters. It's kind of like a strategy RPG. That looks awesome. So, but I will have to buy a Dazzle and hook up my PS2 to it. It's kind of like a lot of work. I don't know if it's really worth going through that. Another one on the PSP is Queen's Blade, which is like a game that's not coming here. There's absolutely no way it's coming here. It's so Japanese / pornographic. I mean, this game is really raunchy. It's an all-female cast strategy game, and the show is borderline pornographic. There's just girls with big breasts running around everywhere. Not that interesting of a show, but I guess well drawn. So yeah, yeah, a bit of an update on what do you call it? Hisui's house. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I'll talk about the update later. Let's God body source. Yeah, I guess that heals you or something. Not quite sure. And here we opened up the chest and we get Starlight, which heals your skill points or magic points or whatever. Good stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that Starlight heals 50. Sorry, soon I will be dead. I am finished. I have no strength left. Says, what? Maybe you are a fire brave. I can feel your power. If you are a fire brave, then I desire to join your cause. And Hisui desires to join us. Yes. Desires to be effective, to be more precise. Thank you. I am Hisui from the Fire Tribe. I am an elf. But my life is at an end. A new spirit will soon be born. Please help the newborn spirit in an egg. Okay. It resides in an ice mountain village, in a dream palace or fortress. Now in Japanese, elf and sprite or spirit is the same thing. So, but she does have the elf ears, so we're just gonna call her an elf. Secret of Mana, the English translation had one of the characters well, anyway, let's keep going. Let's see, where are we? Firebrave Hegan, the rusted sword, I will ... and she's doing some crazy stuff. Yeah, in Secret of Manon, one of the characters in the English version is a spirit, but he kind of is like an elf. He's like from a forest area and all that stuff, and he's tied to the tree of life, if I remember. I mean, I played the game like almost 20 years ago, but yeah, long story short, he kind of felt more like an elf than a spirit, but because the translators felt there is no difference in Japanese between spirit and elf, they just went with spirit or sprite. The more you know. Hisui, she like radiated life, and the rusted sword has returned to life, and the rusted sword has become a fire bear sword of the fire bear god. Awesome. I will go to the Ice Mountain village, and Fire Tribe Elf Hisui has joined. So good stuff. We finally got a party member after our horrendous excursion into the newbie mine. And yeah, there she is with her elfy ears. And yeah, we have her grandfather's sword, so let's put it on. Yuguma no Ken increases our stuff by 12, our Kegekino Chikara. And she has Inochi she has a life short sword, Tanto. She has Hisui no, she has a robe, she has traveler's sandals, which are Tabibi no Waraji, and she has Shiroi handkerchief, which is a white handkerchief, which has question marks when you hover over them. Makes not much sense, but whatever. So that's her gear. She is pretty well geared, I guess. Alright, let's give her... She has Sayonara as her secret. And her secret is run away from battle. And she also has 3 skills. She has Genki, which is a healing spell for one person or all party members. And she has like cure poison. So pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. We finally got our party member. Pretty exciting. But I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming it will not be for long because she had said that she will die soon. And we have to find an egg with an elf in it, in the Ice Mountain, okay? So yeah, pretty cool. Getting some gear. We do have to grind for money because I do want to get that house for that prostitute, the geisha that we met in the city. I kind of want to know where things are gonna go there. That is officially a really strange thing that I experienced. I mean, imagine back in the day, back in the 90s, you meet like, well, no, this would never come to America. You go to like, I can't even explain. You can't even explain it in English. You go to a coffee shop with women upstairs that you talk to, and one asks for, like, when she asks for money, it's kind of like pocket change, you know, like kids when adults give to children type of thing. But it's kind of like, you know what I mean. And we have some new enemies here. I'm just checking out her skill. Yeah, it says run away from battle.